Hi everyone, this is Billy Ariel Real Life, and we've called everyone that's a team member inside the studio. And those who could not be here immediately, they're on Skype. Katrina's going to explain everything to you all, but I just wanted to say a few words before I pass the mic over to Katrina. You people out there are the most stupid, if there's such a word, stupidest, dumb people that ever exist. You see what Trump has done and is doing, along with his sidekick, Elon Musk. They are destroying America. But most of all, they are destroying every black race of people. And you all are sitting back and you're saying to yourselves, what are we going to do? He's done that? He's done this? Katrina's going to come forward to let you all know. I could tell you myself, but I just can't. It's just too much for me to take on, and I have to sit back and let others. I'm not an old person, and I'm not a young person either, but it's just too much. A lot of the team members here, they are in awe. Even our white team members, our Italian team members, our Spanish team members, everyone is in awe. The target is on the black race of people, and it's time for you all, and Katrina's going to come forward, but it's time for you all to stop saying, what? What are we going to do? Maybe we can leave America and go here and there. No. Black people, what Katrina is going to bring forward to you all out there. I know that we have said we would never talk of this topic again, but somebody has to get through to you people. Somebody. You're sitting back and you're just waiting for Trump and his sidekick Elon Musk to just take over and do whatever the hell they want to do. And you are going to be surprised and shocked at what Trump and his sidekick Elon Musk has done now. And are you still going to sit back and say, oh my God, I know he can't have, they did that. What? Oh Lord, I don't know what we're going to do. And I know that we, the resistance team, have said many a times, it's time for us to leave this matrix. But yet we're still here. And we're still here thinking that everything is going to come back to like it was in 2006 and in 1996 and back there in those times. People, I'm here to let you know it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. This man who calls himself president is an evil man, very evil, and he's out to destroy every living breath of the black individual. And those who are black that have gone on to rest in peace, well, he wanted them out for a reason. But we are all thinking that they died of this and they died of that, and oh well, my loved one has passed on, and he has lived a life or she has lived a life, and now it's time. It was time for them to go. No, no. Do you know that they took them out? They took them out when they could have had lives a little longer, but they took them out for a specific reason. You all are really depending on Trump. You are believing everything that Trump, Elon Musk, and all of those rhetorics that they have with them. You are believing every word of it. Every word. And this is what they are banking on. I'm going to pass you to Katrina. And your bubble has been burst. Your bubble has been burst. And always, I've said it once. When I say I, the team, have said it once, and we'll say it again. The target is on black race of people. Black people. If you can't bend our way, which is the way of Trump, the white way, and I'm sorry, white people, because we do have white people on our team, but our team, white members, they understand. They understand because their eyes are open. They understand. But with Trump and Elon Musk, if you don't bend toward their way and do as they say and as thy will, then, you know, things will be taken away. And that's toward the black race of people. And I have to bring in you white race too. Here's Katrina.
People, there's nothing really to say except for we're all screwed. I mean, what else is there to say? We're all screwed. Starting tomorrow, Trump's tariffs are going to take place, which means higher prices and everything, and no one is prepared for that. Millions of people combined have lost their jobs. It's over. It really is, and I believe I'm speaking for everyone here when I say we're tired of fighting. We're tired of fighting. We're tired of talking. And, you still have people still blaming the Democrats and Democrats still blaming Republicans and whites still blaming blacks and vice versa and then left versus right. And you still have people talking about running to another country as if they don't realize that every country is in on this. Every single country. And where are you going to go? Where are you going to go? What country are you going to go to where you think that this will not be happening at? There is no country on the face of this earth where this isn't happening yet. I'm tired. I never thought that I would get to a point where I would be ready to, off myself. But really, I am. I mean, seriously. And I know the other team members feel the same way because they have said it. Death has got to be better than this. I mean, seriously, no joke. Death has got to be better than this because, for those who think, well, it's not hurting the resistance team because they have multiple businesses and they have money, but it is hurting us because we are not a part of the elite and it's trickling down to us. And when I say I am speaking for the whole team, we are all seriously tired. I mean, we are seriously having negotiations because we're tired. This is getting to be insane. He has wiped clean the archive records of black ancestors and black historical records, genealogy. All of that has been wiped clean as of today. As of today, another notch of him doing evil, and that alongside of him firing thousands of workers in the National Archives. Then he is planning to wipe clean from the internet the black historical records. I tell you, I don't know about you all out there, but I know myself and many of us here in the studio, we're ready to go. I mean, seriously, don't care even if, whatever happens on the other side, it happens. We really are. I am sick of this. I am sick of America. I am sick of this whole entire earth. And this has been happening since 1776 and is still going on. I'm tired. I literally am. And when I say again, I'm talking for the whole team. We are all tired. It's like the energy is gone. So I don't know. I'm not telling you all what to do because we have told you. There's so many hundreds of people have told you so many times before. So many hundreds of people, hundreds and hundreds of people have told you time and time before of what you all should do, and we see the streets bare of protesters. We see the stores bare of boycotting going to work. Stupid people still going to work instead of boycotting from one end of the United States to the other end of the United States. Nobody is doing anything. So fuck it all. Seriously. Don't know what's going to happen with us between now. If it keeps going on like this by the end of this month, I'm telling you, you're not hearing from us anymore. We're gone because we can't take this anymore. This is too much. I mean, we are in physical bodies, and that's all I have to say. Pass it back to Billy Oriole.
Katrina speaks for every last one of the team members, we all are getting tired, people, because you can try to get your guns ready and get your stock up with food and all of that, and this that you can do whatever, but it's not going to make any difference because I'm telling you, people, we are telling you, people, this man Donald Trump and his sidekick Elon Musk and those who are above Donald Trump, they want black people to die. You can try to save as much food as you want. You can try to get your guns ready and get the bullets ready, but they have more forces than you ever will imagine. And so, not saying this to scare you all, not saying that, hey, well, we shouldn't put up a fight, but the fight is not going to do any good. It's not going to do any good because if Donald Trump and K Swab, and that's what I call him. That's what I call him. But he's above Donald Trump. If they want this to be done, it will be done. You people have sat on your asses long enough, and now they are wiping away. They have wiped away, or will wipe away. I think it's today or tomorrow. Tomorrow they will wipe away everything about your families. You can't go to, for example, ancestors. You can't go to the libraries to look up this or that about your ancestors. The ones that were our forefathers and brothers and the inventors back there in the day, they are wiping all of that. The students, high school students, the junior high school students, the elementary school students, they cannot go and find out. Well, let me find out about Harriet Tubman. It's gone. All of her ancestry is gone. Let me find out about this one or that one. All of that is gone. But you know the one that will stay up, and that's Frederick Douglass, because you've been lied to. You've been lied to. We found out Frederick Douglass was never a black man. But you all believe what the government stated, and Frederick Douglass, they even made out. What slave? I mean, it is not just putting two and two together. It's research, man. It's research. What slave did they give a big, nice home to? And this slave, black slave, had all the prestige there was to have. What slave was it that a black man ended up marrying a white woman during the time of slavery? Just because there was slavery down in the South, but damn it, black people could not come to the North and do exactly what they wanted to do. They had to go to the white man or white woman, and then they would interfere, like be a referee for them. But no, Frederick Douglass, he took on everything that a white man would take on, but they told you he was black. And so that people wouldn't understand or start, I wonder how in the world did Frederick Douglass get on? And he was a black slave. All things that were told to you have been lies. And for you to find out the further truth about him and all the others, they have wiped the slates clean. So you don't know anything you won't be knowing anything tomorrow about your ancestors, who your great grandmother was, and your great grandfather. Hell, even I have white members of my family. I have. But all of that's going to be, now when I want to look back and find out who my white ancestors was way back, I can find that out. And you won't be able to either. And this is what we're getting tired of. This should not have been allowed to even happen. Not only with this, but when you first heard of Trump making that step, that move toward degrading the black race of people, firing all of these important government officials, workers, he let them all go. That's when the stand should have been taking place then. Sure, we have seen people, protesting here and protesting there, but it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. And so this is what we're saying to you all. You are, yes, we're going to take down our boards. After we have a meeting with the rest of the team members, you're going to, we're going to take it down because enough is enough. How much further? If we don't stop this thing here, then after a while, we will, all of you will go back into slavery. We're going into a second slavery. And I don't know how in the hell Elon Musk became what he is today to Donald Trump, but we know how. It's just might as well say, taking a person off the streets and putting them in the position that Elon Musk is. If that was the case, then the government would have said, no, this can't be done. But because Elon Musk is a billionaire, then he's looked upon in the eyes of the beholder. As I stated before, you can get your food ready. You can get your gun supply ready. It's not going to make a difference. We will never, ever, and I'm saying this in case the team is no longer around. I'm saying this, there will never, ever be a once again America. It will never, ever be. America is gone now. And Donald Trump is bringing America down to its ruins. And that's to take away the black Americans and some of you white Americans who step to the side of black Americans. And then once he has eradicated and destroyed the image and all that goes and pertains to and with the black Americans, then he's coming at you white people, the ones that are left. He's coming at you. And he is destroying some of the Spanish people. A lot of you people, you think that the Spanish people have gone, they have transported them back to Mexico and with the places where they have come from. No, brother, sister. No, a lot of those Spanish people are dead. And a lot of them have been held up because they have been used. And I'm talking about the illegals. Mexico said they did not want them back over there. So where are they going to go? So with Trump and all of his cabinetry and Elon Musk, they have decided a place for them. But see, you all don't understand that. And a lot of you, and I'm going to say this, whether you like it, lump it, leave it, or take it, however, and a lot of you that sit back and you think you voted for this man, and we told you many times, your vote does not matter. But what you did, you showed your like and your favoritism, your concern for this man here. And that's how he got in office. Because this man came out and said, none of you voted for me in office. And he wasn't talking about the ones that actually didn't vote for him. He was letting you all know that your votes were meaningless. And so when you want to go back to find out about our ancestors and how they actually started voting, you can no longer find that out. Because the white man back there then, at that time, the black people, they wanted to vote because they wanted to be equal as the whites. And the white man said at that time, and it was carried on through the years, well, we'll let them think that they're voting. Their voting is not going to mean anything. But let them think that they're voting, and we'll just see who they like and who they favor. And that has been going on through the years, and you people believe this stuff. And we tried to tell you all. Now you get out there and we're going to take to the streets. We're going to fight. And I guarantee you, the resistance team will guarantee you that every last one of you will die. And you will die. And there's nothing wrong with dying if you prepared yourself to leave what to do after death. But a lot of you will die because, I'm defending my country, my America. And a lot of you will die to be reincarnated right back down here to earth. Or be reincarnated for what they are planning on reincarnating you for. So we're just being honest and frank with each and every one of you out there. We're getting tired, people. We're getting very tired. The resistance team, that's how our founder, John Todd, was. He was tired. And that's why he wanted to get out. But when he got out of that rhetoric race that he was in, per se, then they thought, well, he may go around and tell other people, let's kill him. And so and up until the hour before I'll say maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours before John Todd, our founder, died, he told us He told us. He said, when I die, hell is going to break loose on the face of America. And it's true. Because John Todd had insights, just like I have. John Todd, he knew how to elevate, levitate. John Todd had the abilities. And they were so afraid of that, especially after he walked away from the dark circle. So they had to get him out of here. Well, we don't care about them getting us out of here because we know where we're going, because we prepared ourselves. And this is why we say to you, if you're thinking that you're going to take America back, you are sadly mistaken. You will never, ever take America back. And you will never, ever take America back because America is doomed. It's doomed. Donald Trump has 4 years in office. And we had heard from a source that they were saying, well, Donald Trump can't serve a third year after the 4 years but he can and he will because he has to make sure that every I is dotted and every T is crossed before him and all the rest of his beings, people, what have you, go down underground for good. But you people, you don't realize. And then we have told you many, many times, stop fighting against each other. Stop it, stop it, stop it. But you still insist on fighting each other. We told the many of you, stop committing crime because you who are in prison, locked behind prison doors, you are an easy access. They will kill you before they release you. And the only reason why, but you don't know because you did not do your research. The only reason why Donald Trump has pardoned all of these other people is because they know that eventually they're going to die. But you didn't know that. Oh, well, Babe Ruth, I think it is. If I'm not mistaken, let me ask, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was Babe Ruth, a white guy. And this white guy is dead and gone. Has been dead and gone. But what did Trump do? Trump pardoned him for the thing, because I think he had been locked up, if I'm not mistaken. I don't have the papers right in front of me, but I think was locked up, but Donald Trump pardoned him. Pardoned him for what? And the man is dead and gone. You see, 1 and 1 with Donald Trump does not make 2. 2 and 2 does not make 4 with Donald Trump. And you people are sitting back and you're believing every damn thing. And I bet some of you even watched the award show that was on TV the other night. You see, you engrossed in everything but the right thing. Them celebrities don't mean you any good, people. They don't mean you any good. Every last one of those celebrities have signed their life over to death. They are in there. There's no way of escaping. They can go from here to Europe. They can go from here to Timbuktu out of the United States. They cannot escape because the ones that you have over here is over there too. The higher authorities. They cannot escape, but they're having you to think, well, we're getting out of America. We're going to, and you're believing every bit of it instead of focusing on you and your family. What can we do from here? But the ones you will not believe or accept is the resistance team. And we're not telling you this just to, well, maybe we can get an award or maybe they'll, get the members or the subscribers. We don't have any of that. We're not monetized. The YouTube have asked me, Katrina, the resistance team many times, would you like to be monetized? We said no. No, we don't, because we know that if we accept that, we're in there too. Some way, some form, some fashion. Because we have to do it their way and only their way and their way alone. Now, don't tell me that people who are being monetized can just go on their own free will, because they can't. YouTube is a part of the government. But people, we're getting tired of this. We really are. And everyone is here. Everyone is here. And those who could not be here, they are on Skype. Everyone is here. And everyone is getting tired. But even those who are on scrape is going to have to come and unite with the rest of us. Because when we decide what we're going to do it together. So you people, you can march, you can protest, and you can, get your guns ready and all of this and that. It's not going to do any good, people. Especially you black people. It's not going to do you any good whatsoever. We're trying to tell you this. We've been trying to tell you this. And when we have seen things and visions and shared it with you, and you still don't believe it. Oh, I don't believe that Billy R.L., Katrina and them, or their team members, I don't believe they have any kind of vision. But when we told you about Gene Hackman, we tried to tell you about Gene Hackman, and we got feedback. Oh no, he died of this, he died of that. Then they tried to bring little articles on, to make it look that what we were saying was nothing but lies. But in the end, what we said, that's exactly what he died from. So, and then not only him, we've gave you, visions of others too, and you didn't believe it. Dustin Hoffman is going to be the next one. That's the only thing I'm going to say. I'm not going to say Dustin Hoffman is going to be the next one. But people, they are taking away anything that leads to the genealogy of the black race. You will never find out anything about your ancestors, your grandmother, your grandfather, even your own mother and father. They are wiping all of that clear away because they don't want us to have knowledge, just like they did the ancestors back in the day. The only book that they were even allowed to read was that Bible, because that Bible was brainwashing their minds. They could, and if they were caught reading anything else, it would be death or being beaten, whipped. And so they are applying that today to the black people of today. All of you white women who are married to black men, all of you white women who are dating black men, all of you white men that are dating black women or married to black women, that's going to be stopped as well. You're going to lose your spouses. You're going to lose your girlfriends. Oh, Billy R.L., come. You'll see. You will see. Everything that we have said that Donald Trump was going to do and will do, it's coming to effect. Tomorrow, watch. Now, let me say this, and it just came to me as this. If Donald Trump don't do what he says he's going to do on tomorrow, and which we believe 175% he will, but if he doesn't, it's because that when they find out that you have caught on to what they're doing and what they know that they're doing, then they will make that person or individuals look like a bunch of damn fools. But if it was broadcast, it's going to be done. So we're getting tired, people. It's only so much. We're not supposed to be here in the first place, none of us. And so, when it comes down to the point where it's, hey, we will exit Stagecoach West. As they said, it was a cartoon called Deputy Dog, I believe it was. And he would say, exit Stagecoach what west? Left. I'm sorry, Stagecoach left, and he would exit. Well, we're saying the same thing, people. Enough is enough. I mean, this is why we took glamorous fashionista off the air. She can look, but no more comments. Only one we have given allowance to now has been Princess Vibe. Because slowly but surely, we're going to drain, as Trump says, drain the swamp. We're going to let the water out until there's no more water left. So we just wanted to bring that to you all because we have talked on this over and over and over again. So many thousands of people that Trump have let go. People who were essential workers. And not only blacks, but the whites too, essential workers. Those who hired for employment and they were on probation. After their probation, they were expected to exceed even further. He has let them go. The military, no black man and or woman could even join the military and be recruited. None of that. He has made the food prices go higher, and they're going even higher. No black person can buy any land whatsoever. None, because Bill Gates has done away with that. It's been so many things. And then he's telling the landlords, if they're late with their rent, put them out. Because, see, if people are put out on the streets, they can become captives of what they want them to be. We've seen the FEMA camps. We've seen the coffins. And doggone it, we have seen the guillotines. I was kind of a little hesitant about saying that because every time I even see or think of the word, I know exactly what that means, chopping your heads off. We've seen it, people. We've told you we have our team members that travel, that inquire, that seeks. We had an inside source that was in there, told us everything, anything, and what this and that was, and how. And well, you may say, well, since Donald Trump is in office, is that source still there? The only thing I'll say about that is this: we have an inside source, and I'll leave it at that. We will leave it at that. But so many people are without employment now. And then they have said, some of the people, well, if you voluntarily leave your jobs, we'll give you pay up until September. Then we're no longer, giving you anything, because they knew. And then you're not getting the pay that you would get when you are working on your, at your jobs. But then they knew by September, everything should be under control. People, you can say what you will say, or what you will or may say about the resistance team. You can call us crazy. Well, we're used to that because you said it before. You can call us stupid. We're used to that because we've been called that before. You can say anything you want to say about the resistance team. But I guarantee you one thing about this team here is that when all of you are suffering, we'll be able to look down upon you and to hear your screaming and your cryings and your moanings and your groanings and, we got to get away. We will be able to see that and hear that. And you're going to long and wish for those who told you about these things. You're going to wish and long for us, but we're not going to be able to help you. We're not going to do it because you knew it before time. It's just like a man. If he goes out there commit crime on the streets and he get locked up behind prison bars, and people come to him and say, the judge, for example, comes to him and say, listen, we're going to let you out, but don't do this again because you know what's behind prison bars. So please don't do this again. And then he has heard this from the high authority, the judge. He has heard it. And when he goes back to his cell, he just, before his time of release, is constantly eating on his brains. Don't come back here again. Don't do it again. You already know how it is behind prison bars. These prisoners don't care about you. All they want is what they want for themselves. Don't come back here again. And then you are released. And you've already heard it. You know the consequences of doing the bad things and coming back to the prison cell. And so what are you going to do? You're going to go out there and do it again after a while? And then you expect to get back in front of this judge and to be released again? No, because you already knew the consequences of what would happen if you go back out there again and you do the same things before, you do again the same things you did before. You know the consequences of it. So why would the resistance team come and try to aid and abet you when you already know? But we had to come back for this last time, seriously. When we found out from source that Donald Trump is going to evaporate, take away every heritage of knowledge of finding out about your great grandmother, your sisters, your brothers, your aunts, your uncles, whomever that is of your heritage. He's going to eradicate all of that. You will never find out anything. Even the ancestry. You won't be able to find out anything from there. If Donald Trump proceeds what he said he was going to proceed on tomorrow, you will never find out. You will never, I know he took black history out of schools, but just with us, you all out there, well, let me look on the computer on my telephone and find out about so-and-so. You won't be able to find that out because you know why? Because if you will eventually, if that had still stayed strong, you would eventually have found out the truth just as Frederick Douglass was. And I will say, we will say again, Frederick Douglass was never a black man. He was never a black man. But he had to bring forth that color, that person to deceive you all out there. Because a lot of it, well, how in the hell did this man, and he said he was a slave and he made it all the way through and he became the top of this and the top of that? No. Even the people who invented this, invented that, well, they invented it. And these were actually black people. But who took it over? The white man. And who was claiming it? The white man. And he wants all of that. All of that taken away. So that you will not be able to find out anything about your heritage of long ago, even up until the present. You will never hear anything else about the Peanut Man. You'll never hear anything about as far as try to find out about who invented this and who invented that, because you won't be able to find it. You won't be able to find it. And this is one thing, and we say, when I say I'm talking about the team, this is why he wants to go to Washington, D.C. and eradicate the mayor, the female mayor down there, Bowser. This is why he's going to try to take that over. Donald Trump wants everyone to notice on the color of white. But I'm not going to go on any further with this. But I do know everyone is here. And those who are not here, they're on their way. We're on Skype, but eventually they will be on their way. Because enough is enough, people. They have taken everything from the black race of people. And even our white team members, they have taken away from them too. Because they had family members who were high up in the government, grade 6 and grade 4, 5, and whatever. They were essential workers, and they have dismissed them. So we have nothing to look forward to. And so you can, do your protest. You can do your marches. You can, we have said one time too that, you have to protest. It's the long withstanding time of protesting. But nothing is going to change. Nothing is going to change whatsoever. So, to make a long story short, the resistance team, 350 of us, we are getting tired, people. We're getting very, very tired. And we feel that our departure is coming very, very soon. If we cannot go back and check out this and check out that on our computers and on our telephone, then what's the need? Sure, we have an inside source, but eventually that inside source will be taken out too. So what's the need to hang on, to protest and to loud speak and stay in our homes and guard our loved ones and guard our food and what's the need of it when all of it is going to be taken away? Because they have more armed forces than you can ever imagine. And they don't want any of their armed forces to be a black face, because black people have a tendency to be sympathetic to other black people. And then you have some white ones that'll be sympathetic to their own white race and black people as well. And they don't want that. They want everyone to have a tough heart and a tight, consoled mind. So we're getting tired, people, but we had to come forward to let you know this, because we told you many times before, tomorrow when you wake up, it will be worse. It will be worse than Monday. When you wake up Thursday, it will be worse than it was on Wednesday. Every day is going to get worse, and there's nothing that any of you can do about it, because Trump has decided upon himself that this is what he's going to do. Now, before I end, I do want to say one more thing, too, because it was brought to our attention that they said, an article that said that Donald Trump, something is wrong with him. He was on the golf course and his legs began to fumble and they're worried about his health. All of that is bullshit. It's bullshit. Just like Carter was a robot, a robotoid, well, Donald Trump, if this is what happened to Donald Trump, I didn't see the picture of it, but it was just an article brought to us. There's nothing wrong with Donald Trump. And if it is, that was not the alive Donald Trump. He's a robotoid. And if that robotoid begin to fail, then that's when they'll bring out Donald Trump, the real Donald Trump, closer toward the end of it. But they have many robotoids of Donald Trump, just like they did with so many others. But you're going to fall for that, right? You're going to believe that. Oh, maybe they said that Donald Trump is illness. Something is wrong with him, and maybe, oh my God, if we can get rid of him, then we can go on. But Vance is the same way. Because Vance cannot take over the presidency without Swab guiding him and telling him what to do. So you people, your eyes are not open. You're blind. You are so willingly, to believe someone that is not in your favor or with you. That's all I'm going to say. So when you look for us and you don't, we're getting tired. We're getting really tired. And, may the mercy be upon all of you Americans out there. Even those who voted for Trump and you thought, but you're going to see him. But it's going to be too late. All of those of you whose eyes are not open, you have no power. You have no power whatsoever. And this is why you can't see. And those whose eyes are open, if you don't make your decision as to what you're really going to do and stop guarding your food, your homes, it's not going to matter, people. But this is what we have to say. I will end with this, and this stands for every team member of the resistance. I speak for all of them, because we all are united as one together. We have given you the facts, the truth, and the knowledge. It's up to you to accept it, reject it, and or leave it alone. But whichever way, it's going to be your demise. It's going to be your demise. And one day, we're going to look down, and we're not going to feel sorry for any of you, because it was your fault. You saw. So with that, I'm Billy Ariel, Katrina, speaking for the entire team, as well as our advisor, the original messenger. We're out.